How to use auto property in Practicad. There are two ways of activating an auto property automatic. We can go to the auto property icon in the automatics panel, or we can design a one-touch click and utilize that out of our automatic bin. In this tutorial, we're going to go through the options we offer underneath the auto property icon. When we click on the auto property icon, Practicad is going to open up the property field, and we're going to currently have three tabs: the selection tab, the conditions tab, and the property tab. The selection tab we already cover in the tutorial how to use auto selection, selection tab full. And the condition tab we already cover in the tutorials how to use auto selection, condition tab full. There they'll go over all the different options between the two tabs. Once you've watched those tutorials, you can come into the property automatic tutorials and watch the different options we have under the property tab. The property tab currently offers two options: the ability to set properties for specific entities and the ability to delete properties of specific entities. What we're going to do is exit out of the property field, and we're going to look at the drawing. Currently we have three grills which have been placed at three different heights: 6-foot bottom, 8-foot bottom, and 15-foot bottom. And what we'd like to do is we'd like to set the properties, in this particular case, the bottom elevation, to a specific value or height. And to do that, we're going to highlight the entities on our drawing. We're going to come into the auto property icon on the automatics panel. We're first going to choose our selection parameters. We're going to choose grill current selection, so all the currently selected grills. And we're going to come over here to the property tab, and we're going to go and make sure we've got set checked. We're going to come over here and we're going to click once on this field, and Practicad is going to open up a drop down menu. And here we're going to have a list of properties that we can currently use for the set automatic. In this particular tutorial, we're going to set the bottom elevation to a specific value, and here we're going to type in 120. Remember, we're typing in 120 here because on this desktop the units of the drawing happen to be in decimal. If you are using architectural, you'll be able to type in 10 foot. So we're going to type in 120 inches for 10 foot. So right now this property automatic is going to set bottom elevation of all grills currently selected on the drawing to 120 inches or 10 foot. We're now going to press OK. And when we do that, you can see that Practicad has adjusted the height of all three grills, and of course it's reflected in the tags. So we can use automatics to set properties of anything that we have as a choice underneath our property automatics. The second choice we have under the property tab currently is the option to delete parameters of selected entities. We're going to exit out of the auto property icon for a moment. We're going to look on the drawing. Whenever we're talking about deleting properties, we're talking about having Practicad mimic the following action. We're going to double click on a fitting. The AutoCAD property box is going to open up. We're going to scroll to a specific parameter. In this tutorial, we're going to use piece number. Now what we're going to do is on the keyboard, we're going to hit the delete key and then hit enter. As you know from other tutorials, that will change the property to undefined. What we've done is we've just deleted the parameter out of a specific field. Now we can mimic this exact sequence of actions by using a property automatic. So what we're going to do here is we're going to highlight all the duct on the drawing currently. We're going to go into the auto property icon. And now what we're going to do is we're going to change our selection set to fittings that are currently selected. Under conditions, we're going to make sure that we've got all the proper fittings checked that we want involved in this property automatic. We're going to switch to the property tab. And what we're going to do here is we're going to click on the delete key. Now notice that if in fact you pick a property like bottom elevation that is not available to the delete key, it will be grayed out often. And the delete key will not make itself available until you pick a property that's capable of being deleted. And piece number happens to be one of those properties. So here you can see the delete option makes itself available. So if we check delete and we've got the piece number property highlighted, when we press OK, Practicad is going to delete the field piece number, all the values in those fields, out of all the duct that's selected. So we're going to press OK, and you can see that Practicad now has basically mimicked the action of opening up the duct, going to the piece number parameter field, hitting the delete key, and hitting enter. So this is a very specialized way of setting and deleting certain parameters in Practicat. It also is very handy for designing specific Ultimatics, and we're going to get into those tutorials later.